Hey Sue, how are you? Hey, can you guys hear me any better than normal? Hey Amanda. Hey Kitty. Hey Shanice. Hey Tasha. Hey Betsy. Hey Tanya. Jesse. You can hear me better? I completely forgot that I got a new microphone until today. Until just now, actually. Joanne. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Hey, Martha. You can hear me so much better? Okay, good. Yeah, because I had a few of you that would comment on certain videos and say that the volume was messed up and stuff. So I ordered a microphone and I completely forgot because I haven't been filming until I went to go live. And I'm like, oh, wait, I have a new microphone. um, and so I hooked it up and I'm like, let's see if it works. Okay. Can you tell us why the Ipsy bags are wraps? I have absolutely no idea. I have my regular bag, but I do not have my Glam Bag Plus. I haven't gotten that yet. I've got my regular BoxyCharm, but I have not gotten my Boxy Premium. Oh, it's actually a lip oil, Gina. I had to do a little something with my face before I came on publicly. um, and it's just a lip oil. Hi, Zach. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Julie. Hey, Elaine. Yeah, I haven't gotten tracking for either of them either. I'm doing okay. That's kind of part of what I'm going to talk to you guys about. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jessica. How are you, love? Hey, Shelly. Right, Shanice? Oh, I've got like so many boxes around me. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, I can see you. Hey, Joanna. Um, have no, they have not postponed his school. However, they decided to go with, they had three plans. They had plan A, which was everyone would return to school. Plan B was kind of a mix. And then plan C was all virtual. And they went with plan B, where they basically would, thank you, Jessica. Basically, they would go to school for 1 week. They then would be home for 2 weeks and do virtual learning, and it would be a rotating schedule that way. And my husband and I talked about it. And hey, Melissa, we just, because we did also have the option to do 100% virtual. And we just decided to do that route because A, it's just not worth the risk. Um, and to me, it just makes a little bit more sense. I mean, if he's going to be home 2 weeks anyway for virtual learning, why not just keep it consistent and let him do virtual learning the whole time? So that's what we're going to do. So he won't physically be going back to school, but he will be doing the virtual learning. Yeah. Tasha, I don't know. To me, it would be flip floppy to me, and like I said, I just feel like it um, just makes more sense to just do it virtually. Plus, it's just for that 1 week, it's just not going to be worth the risk. And then, like I said, it's just not consistent. And to me, consistency is a big thing, um, especially in elementary school. I mean, he will be in fifth grade, so it is his last year. But still, rather be safe than sorry. Oh, as far as I know, I think a lot of people, hey Jesse, I think a lot of people are leaning more towards the keeping kids home for virtual if they have that option. There's a couple. There's Munch Pack, there's Universal Yums, and the most recent one I did on my channel was Try My Snacks. What, to get to stay home and do virtual learning, Gina? Thank you, Jessica. So, part of what I want to talk to you guys about is why I have not been consistently uploading and why I have um, this mound of stuff. um, oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Try my snacks. Yeah. I mean, I have got literally, I don't even know, at least 6 videos, but that's combining um, a couple into one video and then taking some PR stuff and doing it all into one video. Um, yes, I have a mountain of boxes because I haven't been filming because I don't know who on here saw the community post I did a few weeks ago about my husband, um, but on June 24th, he was at work. He is a lineman, for those of you that don't know, and he started feeling really weird and just out of it and weak. And he texted me and said, I don't feel right, something's wrong. And he ended up getting in the truck at work and messaged his boss and basically said the same thing. I don't feel right. So he came to him, and at that point, my husband was apparently like mumbling um, and not very coherent. Um, Now, I don't feel that it was handled correctly, to be completely honest with you guys. They took him to urgent care. They actually took him back to the office first, and then they took him to urgent care. And they basically said there's nothing we can do. He had low blood pressure, but they said you need to take him to an emergency room. They didn't do it. It wasn't until the next day that he followed up with his primary care, um, who sent him for a CT scan where it was confirmed later at the time that we thought he had had a mild stroke, a TIA. It's a trans ischemic attack. Um, yeah, Melissa, they took him to the office before they took him to urgent care. Um, And then he had another CT scan, and then he had an MRI. Came back with um, the carotid arteries in his neck had some blockages, so that's what they thought caused the stroke. um, or at that time, we were thinking a mild stroke. And trying to make this as short as possible, but there's a lot of pieces because it's been a nightmare. Um, he finally saw a cardiovascular surgeon who said the blockages were only at 40%, so he couldn't operate. So they have put him on like baby aspirin and something for his cholesterol to hopefully help with that. And then he went to see a cardiologist. Well, the cardiologist um, found a hole in his heart. Um, and somehow, um, with the chambers of his heart, somehow the blood clot that normally would have passed through and kind of just like gone to his lungs and kind of just dissolved, made it through to the other chamber and in up to his brain. So Melissa, Kitty is actually a pharmacist, and yes, she has told me that yes, they actually within like minutes that a drug can stop it. But that obviously wasn't the case because they didn't do what they should have done. Um, but yeah, so that's how it somehow went through and was able to go into the other chamber into his brain. So um, the MRI did show some white matter on his brain, so there is a little bit of damage. Um, and his right arm and hand are only functioning at 10%. Um, he was going to physical therapy, or had just started physical therapy. Um, and this past Thursday, I was actually on the phone with Gina, and we had eaten dinner, and he actually was kind of cleaning up the kitchen, and it really wasn't that much. And about halfway through, maybe cleaning up the kitchen, he was like, "Babe, I'm exhausted. I got to go lay down." He's like, he's losing his energy anytime he tries to do anything, pretty quickly. So I was like, "Okay, it's fine." Um, so he went and laid down. I finished cleaning the kitchen. I got on the phone with Gina. I was sitting outside on the back porch, and he texted me and he said, "My right arm feels numb," which it was, is the arm that was affected. But I was like, and even Gina was like, do you want to call me back? You want to go check on him? Like, yeah, let me do that. I walked in the bedroom, and um, he was saying that it felt like it was asleep or just something just didn't feel right. And I noticed when he was talking that his speech sounded so slurred, and he kept going like he couldn't see. And I was like, in I just panicked. Um, if you've been with me for a while, my parents only live like there's one street between us. So I called my parents, and my dad came up here, and my dad went in the bedroom um, and saw my husband. My husband said something, and my dad was like, "Go call 911." So I called 911, and paramedics came out and took him. And y'all, this was just a mess because they're not letting anyone in the hospital um, other than patients because of everything that's going on, which is understandable. But at the same time, when you're the wife or the husband, spouse, whatever, the sister, it doesn't matter. When you're the one that can't be in the hospital with your loved one who is the patient, it sucks. Um, my dad actually followed the ambulance to the hospital so that I could stay home with Christopher. We had done our best to hide most of what was going on from Christopher, so he wouldn't worry. That went out the window with this past Thursday evening with everything that happened. Um, um, I don't even remember how long he was at the hospital, but I was texting Gina and Kitty both the whole time. I'm like, I don't, like, flipping out. like, um, because I wanted to know what was going on. And I couldn't be there. And I know that he had to be scared. And y'all, it was so, like, I was so terrified. And thankfully, Christopher did not see this. But when the paramedics were here, my dad had helped him get onto the love seat before before the paramedics got here. And when they were talking to him and everything and all that, um, they were having him like stick out his arms and do all these things. His right arm would be significantly lower than like his left. And they had him squeeze and just do, touch his nose, touch their finger, all these things. And at one point, y'all, he just went, and his head just went over to the side, and it scared me so bad. The paramedic was like, kept tapping my husband's knee and was like, James, James, James. And he finally was like, oh, I'm just tired. Like, y'all, but for that, like, seemed like 3 hours, but it was probably a second or two, seemed like forever. It just, I don't know. But we still don't have answers. That's the frustrating part because he goes this coming Monday, the 27th, for a procedure at the hospital. Again, can't go. So my dad's going to take him so that I can stay home with Christopher. Um, and my dad's just going to sit in the parking lot and wait. Bless his heart. And they are going to, it's called a transesophageal echocardiogram. Basically, it is just a fancy way of saying they're going to do an ultrasound on his heart, but they're going to go down through his esophagus, I guess, to get a little bit closer and a little bit better picture. So that's Monday. Tuesday, he finally sees the neurologist. But the point of the procedure is for the cardiologist to be able to figure out how he is going to repair the hole in my husband's heart. Whether he will be able to kind of go up my husband's leg or if he's going to have to open his chest. Obviously, we are praying for him to be able to go through the leg because it is much less invasive than opening his chest. But he can't do physical therapy anymore. Um, Shelly, he had a stroke um, on June 24th. And there's just been a lot of things kind of since. Um, he, I was going to say something and now I don't remember what it was. Um, oh, he has to wear, um, I can actually show you because a box fell over. Saturday, we had to put, um, they wanted, we thought for 3 to 5 days is what we thought the cardiologist told him. They said they would be sending like a, um, this is mobile cardiac outpatient till oh, I can't get the word out. Oh my god. I have a degree in the medical field and I cannot get the word out. Anyway, it's this thing right here. So basically, this is like a tegaderm patch, and it's got these leads in it, and then this thing right here um, is attached to it, and then he has a phone that is actually the yes, Julie. I just can't get it out. I wanted to say telemetry, but that's not correct. um, but he's had this on since Saturday, but he has to take, like I said, this piece off, and he has literally a cell phone. It's like a Samsung cell phone that is the actual monitor piece. This is the sensor, and then the phone is like the monitor, and it can like if something happens, it will instantly contact his cardiologist. But we just found out yesterday because, like I said, we thought this was for 3 to 5 days. Oh, not yesterday. He's got to wear this for 30 days. So, like I said, it's just been one thing after another. um, and like I said, he had started physical therapy for his arm. He was supposed to have an appointment actually today, but they canceled it because they kind of want to give a little bit more time after what happened Thursday before they kind of work him anymore with his arm. They don't want to exert him. Um, so I think he goes Friday. So all of that since June 24th, on top of, um, I just haven't felt great. I really, really haven't. Um, I mean, I know I had just started to get um, somewhat adjusted to new RA medication that they put me on when this happened, and then something happened with getting my refill, and it's actually supposed to be here tomorrow. So now I'm a little, a little, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, I'm a little nervous that the medication is going to make me sick again, even though I had just started to get used to it. Um, and it's, if for any of you that have RA or know anyone that do, it's pretty common to be on, and I was on it for a really, really long time. But then I was taken off of it, and it's methotrexate. Uh, I took it in a pill form before, and it's just 1 day a week. Uh, but for those of you that don't know, methotrexate is actually a chemotherapy drug, and even though I'm obviously not taking it at levels of chemotherapy, it still makes me feel really, really yucky when I'm getting used to it. So I had been off of it for quite a while, and my rheumatologist decided, well, I'm going to put you back on it, but I'm going to double the dose and make it an injection so your body absorbs it better. So even though it's 1 day a week, it was literally taking me like 3 days to get over feeling really, really bad from the injection, from the methotrexate. So I have to start that all over. So I'm not looking forward to that. And I think my RA is I hate to say stress, but I really think the stress of everything has caused me to be in a flare or just a funk or something. I've told Kitty and Gina, I like literally sleep. That's all I've been doing. Um, and if I'm awake, I'm exhausted. Uh, I am just, y'all, I'm scared to death. I literally am sitting on the edge of my seat every day, watching my husband, waiting for something else to happen. Um, I don't know if that's why I'm having trouble sleeping at night, because I'm kind of watching him as he sleeps. And then I'm really tired during the day. Um, I don't know. I love you guys. So, I don't know. It's just, this has just been, pardon my French, but this has just been the shittiest year. Like, just all around, this year just sucks. And, um, I'm terrified that he'll have another stroke. um, I'm worried to death that for some reason the doctor won't be able to go through his leg and that he'll have to open his chest. Um, I'm trying to think positively at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm like I'm trying to think positive, but it's like my brain is preparing for the worst just because of everything that's happened. Um, so that's what's been going on. um, Julie, it's been really hard. Um, oh, Angie, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Um, I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Um, I was gonna say something, y'all. I don't know what it was. Um, I'm sorry. My mind just like stopped. Oh, Christopher. Y'all were asking about Christopher. It's okay. Oh, Gina. It's okay, babe. I tell you that. You comforted me. I don't know if y'all could hear him, but he said, "You've comforted me, so now I'll comfort you." Okay. Oh, Gina. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Gina. Oh, I love you, baby. Oh, somehow I knew that I was gonna cry on this live stream, but I kept trying not to. Um, all right, so Christopher, when he first found out, um, y'all, it was it was hard. It was rough. Um, I don't know how many of you know that his biological father passed away in 2016. Um, and when he found out, and they, JK was, my husband was going out of the house, he was scared. Um, once JK was out of the house, he grabbed onto me, y'all, and when I say so tight, honestly don't know that my child has ever held me that tight. And he was bawling his eyes out. And he just kept saying, is he going to be okay? And I would try to reassure him. And then he said, I don't want to lose another dad. And when I tell you that I literally felt my heart break, that's why we didn't, part of the reason we didn't want him to know everything. Because he's been through that, and we know that he will worry. So, but he's a smart one, and I really think he would have figured it out anyway. Yeah. Thank you. I love you. He just brought this in here. And it's a little plush lion. Oh, thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. But he brought this in because Christmas Eve, that's when we do our little thing as a family. And there's a house here in Wilmington where the gentleman that owns the home and his wife decorate every inch of their house and their yard and the exterior of their home. He even has a little like lawnmower that he made into like a Santa sleigh. But you can go through the home and see all the different trees. Anyway, Christopher was upset because his Nintendo Switch broke right then on Christmas Eve. And he had asked for Nintendo Switch games. And we took him there to try and cheer him up. But because I also knew that his grandmother had gotten him the new Nintendo Switch Lite for Christmas, I had texted her and was like, hey, can you meet me here? We have this issue because I don't, boys and their video games, you know. So we told him we were going to the house, which we do every year. So that was kind of our excuse. And the guy that owns the house could tell that Christopher was kind of upset and down and sad. So he gave him this. So that was the whole point of him coming in here. Give me this. So. Oh, thank you, Shanice. chocolate, wine, and coffee. I'm all set. Hey, Ashley. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate how do we turn green like Karen? That's the memberships. I just started it, so I'm not 100% on how it works completely. I was actually setting it up and getting it all started around the time last week when, around like early last week, and then I was still kind of working on it when everything happened with him and having to call the ambulance. But basically, it's oh, Ashley, thank you. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Miss Jean. I've missed you too. I have missed all of y'all. And I wanted you all to know what was going on and why my posting has been so inconsistent, and I apologize. Um, oh, Amanda, y'all. You are all so sweet. Thank you so much. Mm.
Here's my donation.
Christopher came in with oh my gosh. I have so many things and words that I want to say. I just can't bring them to fruition. Thank you so much. Um, each and every one of you um, for the super chats, for the prayers. Everything. Appreciate all of it more than you know. And I Miss Jean, he's okay, but there's still stuff that has to be done. He's got to have a procedure on Monday to figure out. He's got a hole in his heart. So he's got to have that procedure done on Monday to figure out how they can repair the hole in his heart. Right now, he is wearing this right here. He's got to wear it for like 30 days. Thank you. Christopher brought me another quarter. Yeah, Karen, the procedure Monday is going to determine. Um, Jamie, he was born with it. Um, that's apparently it isn't that uncommon to be born with it. It just for him, it allowed the blood clot to go to his brain and cause a stroke. Um, so they're monitoring his heart. They're monitoring um, everything there, and he, like I said, the procedure Monday. Um, when they go in, they'll be able to, I guess, see the exact size of the hole, the placement. I'm honestly not sure, but that is where they will determine if they can go through his leg to repair the the, the hole. Thank you, baby. Um,
I don't hand out.
okay, I appreciate it, babe. Um, now he brought me chocolate. um, if they can go through his leg to fix it, or if they'll have to open his chest. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Melly. I appreciate it. I appreciate, like I said, each and every one of you. The the care that you all show is unremarkable. Um, and I appreciate you guys more than you will know. The prayers, the super chat, which you absolutely don't have to do, but I do appreciate it. Um, like I'm literally like have 1,000 words going through my head. I don't mean to just sit here and not say anything. I'm just like I just can't express to you guys enough how much your support and generosity and prayers and everything mean. Um, he is home missing. He's wearing this. He's having to wear this heart monitor. Um, and he literally has like another phone he's carrying around. That's the monitor that will let his cardiologist know if anything goes awry. Um, so I'm like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Yes, he is at home. He's at home. He's taking it easy. Thank you, Vicky. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Jean. Like I said, I appreciate all of you more than you know. I I know that this has always been such a supportive, amazing community here on with our channel, and it just good night, Shanice. Thank you for staying up. I really appreciate you being here. That's what I'm hoping, Jamie. That's that's what we're going with. Thank you, Lana or Lana. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Thank you. So that is where I have been. That is what has been going on. And oh, Kimberly. um, hey, Sandra. Hey, Ashley.
One last thing. I have a PSA. You should smile instead of crying. Here's the first reason. It requires more muscles than frowning, so it gives you a good workout.
No, it actually requires less.
Well, still, and it requires muscles, so you get a workout. Two, it lets everyone around you know that it's going to be okay. So, smile. Don't cry.
I'm not crying. I've stopped crying. Thank you, honey. Oh. He really is. So sweet. Yeah, he just doesn't want his mama upset. But it's my job to make sure he's not upset. He's 10. Thank you, Patsy. Thank you all again for everything. And Sandra Hutchinson is on here. She is amazing. Her and her sister own Brown Paper Packages, which is a wonderful subscription. It's a bi-monthly subscription, which is really awesome. Hey, Deb. um, and they had an amazing June, July box. But with everything going on, she ever so kindly pretty much told me that I didn't need to worry about doing a video on the box. And I appreciate that very much. It was an amazing box. I'm sure the one coming out for August will be even more amazing. They're always fantastic. Uh, and she is just a beautiful person inside and out. So, Sandra, thank you. Um, Hi, Joanne. Uh, and again, I just want to say thank you to each of you, to everyone for the prayers, for the super chat. Like I said, I appreciate that. Um, just for listening. Um, to Kitty, for being amazing and listening. To Gina, for constantly supporting me and reminding me it's gonna be okay. I mean, I have my parents, I have my best friend Lisa here, um, but if it wasn't for Kitty and Gina, um, this would have been a lot more difficult. So, I'm trying to dry it up. um, so that's kind of where we're at. He's got the heart monitor. He has the procedure on Monday to determine the follow up procedure. Going to continue with physical therapy, try and regain some strength in his right arm and hand. Sees the neurologist next Tuesday, so we'll see what that brings. And we will take it one day at a time, because right now, y'all, that's all we can do. Um, so we will start back with virtual learning with school next month. I will start back on my medication this Melly, he's 39. Yes. um but yeah, I'll start my medication back this weekend, and hopefully it won't take so long to not feel so yucky. Yeah, he is. What also worries me is there's a family history. Um, hey, Andrea, how are you? Um, his daddy's had 2 massive heart attacks. So that is a big concern of mine as well. That's why I said, I'm like hoping for the best with the whole situation, but I don't want to say I'm prepared for the worst because I'm absolutely not. But I am cognizant of what may. Um, but like I said, we're gonna hope we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna go with everything's gonna work out. He's gonna be fine. Um, because that's the only option that is acceptable. So, I'm not gonna do it. But that was very true, Gina. And he's a big pain in my ass. But I love him, and nothing's gonna happen to him. Um, dogs actually. Otis has been a little bit more of a mama's boy. Oscar is 100% daddy's boy. Oscar is right there with JK, right there with him. Um, but, well, Otis is having moments where he's more of a mama's boy. But I think that's because, like I said, I think all the stress and everything has, it's been since Friday that I really haven't felt the best. And I think that it has put me into a flare. There's some other signs that I know for when I'm in a flare. So like I said, since Friday, that's kind of been a situation, and Otis is kind of stuck by me, my side pretty close since then. I've done some sleeping, got a lot of sleeping, and Otis is with me taking naps with his mama, and the fibro-NRA, the rheumatoid arthritis. Which also may be partly due to the fact that I haven't had my medication for 6 weeks because of everything. That was supposed to be filled at my local pharmacy, and then I'm sitting here waiting for them to, get it, and then come to find out it's been sent to a specialty pharmacy in South Carolina because of the type of medication it is. So I talked to them last week. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. They changed things up. I don't know. But so it's just been a lot. And I didn't want to Did I do a necro? Did I do that? Did I do a necro? I did? I don't even know if I did. But that a lot of the reason I haven't, I just physically haven't been up to. Oh, I didn't even know I did it. I physically haven't even been up really to filming, physically or emotionally, any of it. And I don't want to. I know that there have been quite a few times, obviously, here tonight where I've just kind of stopped and I'm like, and I don't want to film videos like that. I don't want to sit here and be like, Ipsy is, because that's not the content I put out. And I don't want to give you guys anything but the content that you are used to and deserve and expect. And that means that I have a big pile of boxes for a few weeks. And I'll have a big pile of boxes. And I can just I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 that I'm going to do in one video. I have my Boxy Charm base box, but I don't have my premium, so I figured whenever it came in, I could do both of them together. Yes. Yes. But I figured I could do the Boxy Charm base box and premium together. I do have Ipsy. I do have 2 new seasonal subscriptions that I'm really excited about. And then I have quite a few products that have been sent in PR, like not boxes, but like individual items. So all of those, the individual items, I will do in one video, like oh, Melly, thank you. You're so sweet. Hey, Sylvia. I'll do those in one video. I went back and I looked, and I think it was because I was already trying, having my own issues with my health, trying to adjust to that new medication at the beginning of June before my husband had his stroke. So I went back and I looked, and y'all, I think it was only like 5 or 6 videos that I posted the entire month of June. I normally post more than that in a handful of days. I mean, I typically post at 1, if not 2 videos a day. But the last 2 months, it's not been that way. And I do have PayPal, Carolyn. Yes, ma'am. So I just want to let you guys know I'm on a live stream, babe. Been talking about you. Been talking about you.
Talking about me.
Okay. No.
Mom,
I love you. He's recovering from a stroke and he's worried about me. He's such a good man. Okay. Whew. Dried up. So, if you didn't see, just I did move past this right we're gonna move past it for a second. I need to breathe. Um, One of the items in the June box was this cup that says Total Mom Shell, and I love it. um, so there's that. Um, but I am going to work on getting myself together, getting myself kind of back on the schedule for filming because, in all honesty, it does distract me a little bit, if you will. Um, what's in the cup? Mellow yellow. um, I feel like if I got back to somewhat, of a schedule with the filming, that it would distract me. And hey, Melinda. I've missed you, just in case you didn't know. Have a good night, Ashley. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, Andrea, I just want to try and distract myself. And like I said, kind of put myself on the schedule because it is distracting to come in here and have to kind of get into like business mode. Welcome back, Kitty. I was wondering because I got really emotional and I was talking about you for a second and you didn't say anything, and I'm like, so she's either not on here or I just got way too emotional for her. Oh no. So yeah, I'm going to try to schedule to film. Like I said, I'm gonna do some boxes. I've got a group together, and and um, then like I said, I have my BoxyCharm base box, but not my my premium. So when I get my premium, I will do those two together in one video. I have my Ipsy bag, but not my plus. So when the plus comes in, I'll just do those together in one video. Yeah, I haven't even gotten shipping for my Boxy Premium. I got a shipping notification today for my add-ons. I'm like, get my can I get my July box, my premium? Um, oh, Sylvia. So some of the stuff will be grouped together. And waiting for a label. Some stuff will be grouped together. Like I said, I do have two new, you know what? What are you laughing at? I have two new seasonal subscriptions. Like I said, that I am excited about. And then some different products that are like individual products that I'll do in one video. Um, and it's a variety of stuff. I mean, some of it's, I'm looking at a couple of things stacked up over there. Um, my OCD is not taking. I mean, y'all can ask Kitty or Gina. I have um, uh, talked to the both of them about, but I got this pile of boxes. Christopher is doing good. He's handling everything okay. Um, I've had my crying episodes. Melinda missed them, and I'm not gonna do it again. Um, and he brought me this little guy to cheer me up. He brought me some chocolate. And some people were doing super chats, so he brought in his little super chat. So he is he's taking care of Mama right now. He said that I took care of him, and now he was going to take care of me. So he's hanging in there. He's had his moments, but he's doing all right. We've all had our moments. I think we're all doing okay. Like I said, it's kind of just one day at a time. And just sitting here and talking about it with you guys, I think brought out some feelings and emotions, and talking about the stuff with the ambulance and all of that, and just kind of bringing it all back up is part of the reason I probably got as emotional as I did. Absolutely, Sylvia, I will. So, but it is what it is. Like I said, we're going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to work on getting myself back to a schedule of filming. It may not be every day, but definitely want to start getting content back out for you guys. And I just, again, want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for the prayers and the support. And you have no idea what it means. And I will forever be grateful and appreciative. And huh?
I'm just gonna sit here.
What? Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Mm-mm.
Why didn't you tell me that at all?
Okay. I'll talk to you when I'm about to get off here. I'll talk to you in a minute.
I mean, I haven't gotten over it. It's been about an hour. But,
Okay.
oh, Dad just called me. He asked me if I wanted a milkshake.
Okay.
And I said yeah.
Really?
I mean, it would be a lot worse if I let the spit stored up in here dribble
Okay.
down my face.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Never a dull moment with a 10-year-old boy. So yeah. Again, anyway, sorry. Thank you all so much for everything. Like I said, for prayers, support, compassion, everything, your well wishes. It all means so much. Again, thank you for the super chats. I don't ever expect or think anyone needs to do that, but I do appreciate it, and I'm very, very grateful. Um, and again, especially, let me try and not, hey, Jeannie, let me try and not cry saying this again. Um, okay, Carolyn. Uh, a huge special thank you to Kitty and Gina. I have texted and called both of them at all hours of the night. And I seriously don't think I would have made it through this far without the two of them. And you guys, because I have had some of you reaching out on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. So I appreciate it. I really, really do. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything. Um, I love you. I love all of you. I'm going to get off of here because I am not going to start crying again. But I do love all of you. I am so thankful for all of you and your prayers and your support, and just having a connection with all of you means so, so much. You are all amazing. Um, and I will never forget that you all have been here through all of this. So I'm going to go hug my son and my husband. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys on my next video.